Oh, you put it directly in your drink? Oh, yeah, that was smart. I don't got no space to do that.
Fucking love.
Because we be all night in love. Oh,
everything all right.
I was by myself with that part.
Yeah.
Shauna, I wasn't about to try to hear that note, and I mean, sounding like a hot cat.
I mean, I probably sound like a hot cat too, but it's okay. Sometimes heat make you do stuff like that.
Touche, my nigga. Touche.
Clink, clink.
Clank, clank.
All right.
With that being said, welcome to this week's episode of Wine and Audacity, the podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Sicard, and I'm joined by these niggas.
Hey.
I just don't understand how I'm a nigga 2 weeks in a row. This is ridiculous.
You're still one of my favorite people.
Aaron, bring your ass back so we can go back to being his favorite people in the world.
I know.
So I'm a D's nigga because I ain't Aaron. That's what you saying? That's why you calling us D's niggas because I ain't the natural third?
I ain't say, for the record, this intro is super early this week. You know, usually we don't do the intro till like 8 or 9 minutes into the episode. So what's going on, y'all?
What's happening?
Fuck is going on? Fuck it is.
You notice I answer your question, right?
Hey, yeah, I know this. It's all right. That just means yes. Anytime you know, no answer is an answer. So when you don't answer, you ain't saying, well, no, it's not like that. You ain't saying nothing. That means it's exactly like that.
You know the fuck what?
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, no.
I just thought I'd point that out.
I'm great. Like, that's bananas.
This shit
Crazy.
is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
I apologize in advance for when you read that message just sent in the group chat, Shauna.
Child.
I don't appreciate it because I feel like you might be, you know what I'm saying?
Aaron started it first.
When it come to me, Tigger casting over my nigga. What I mean. I miss you, bro.
When did you call him the
will never part my triangle.
All right, I'm sorry, but the shit was funny. What you want from me,
Listen,
buddy?
he know what's up. That was that joke that we had when we all went down to the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Oh, Lord. That was 18. We went in 06.
I know.
That was 18 years
ago.
Shit. I hadn't even had Trey yet.
I was so young. I wasn't young.
Derek went with us.
Yes, he
To
did.
New York. We
had a
New
ball.
York.
We had a fucking ball. And that day in the hotel room, and he revealed that belly button that sat so high on his tum-tum to me.
Nigga,
and I was like, oh, that's what y'all say. Yo, you got a triangle between your belly button and your nipples.
Why
And that's how, because I was born this way. I kind of inherited it. You know, Brandon is my uncle. He's my bronco.
No, biologically,
Your bronco.
He's my bronco.
Her mama, I was.
My mother and his mother. His mother was giving birth. My mother found out she was pregnant with me.
I will say
he was
this,
6
y'all.
months behind.
I legitimately was the oops baby that popped up. My mother, though she was free of surge, was like, "Get over here!
Get over here!"
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have got over there because.
Well, apparently, she did too. Because I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
Well, hello.
We appreciate
How you doing? My name is Charlie.
Last name Wilson.
I was wondering, how deep does the
You
blood
go live,
run?
Sean? Can you go live on the Wonder Pod?
Like, how deep was the blood going?
I don't want to know.
I gotta
Happy
read the
Saturday
questions,
to you too. Thank you. You be safe and have an enjoyable day while y'all sitting here entertaining and interacting with me. Make sure Wednesdays.
If you're playing,
Hey, keep it on the low. Cause nigga, my heart can't take it. I might go to jail for shooting on these motherfuckers.
Can't take it anymore.
I'm not that type of crazy. I'm not.
I don't want to think about my parents fucking on the low. I don't want to know.
I wasn't ready.
Why would you do that while I was drinking it?
I'm sorry.
I wasn't ready. But listen, look, since y'all up here enjoying y'all time with me and laughing and gigging, let me give a shameless plug on my live real quick. Please, you guys, Wednesdays, every Wednesday, they drop a new show at 8 a.m. It's Wine and Audacity. You can find them at Wonder Pod on everywhere. Please get into the podcast. Come listen to them talk shit, share giggles.
We talking so
and
well.
frolic.
That's what we did.
You know, because that's what it is.
When we do it.
That's what it is. I'm your special host for the evening. Thank them for having me. But again, it's a Wonder Pod. Wine and Audacity is the podcast. Check it in. They get on here, they talk shit, they spit real shit, and they make drinks.
We make drinks. We made them drinks to drink. We drank them.
We got drunk.
Oh shit!
But yes,
Lord.
please make sure y'all check them out every Wednesday, starting at 8 a.m. You can go in. It's recorded.
And if you don't want to wait for the new episode, just go ahead and start from the beginning, honey.
That's it.
The beginning. We are
start
on
from the beginning and catch on the fuck up. You feel me? Because they got something to say with something to say that matters about everything that's going on today. So tap in. In.
And if you're easily offended,
if you're easily offended, just go ahead. This ain't the podcast for you, and they damn sure don't give a damn.
Don't give a fuck.
We are not politically correct. So
not one fuck, two fuck, three fucks, four fucks. We don't give a fuck.
Red fucks, green fucks, white fucks, blue fucks.
You said flux?
Flux. Yes, I did.
So no,
the gin kicked in.
So hold on, y'all.
We make some liquors.
No, we.
Me.
Nigga, you. Make some liquors.
No. You.
So for this week, I switched up the beverage of choice. We actually have a what are we drinking this week? No, we have a another mimosa. So last week we did mimosas.
We did blueberry mimosas.
Blueberry mimosas with gin that I forgot I had on my liquor shelf. And it was
actually the title of the episode from last week, y'all.
Blueberry mimosas.
Blueberry mimosas.
Yeah, it was just it's right on time. So this week we have traditional mimosas because I didn't feel like being fancy. Well, it is semi-fancy because the orange juice wasn't all that sweet. So added a splash or 16 of Saint Germain, which is the elderflower liqueur if you're not familiar.
It's
and it gave it
good, y'all.
It gave it a nice little taste. You know, it's not sweet, but it's it's good. So
yes, taste like
fancy.
I'm on my 75th one.
I lost count. I just know I feel good on.
I will say for the record, you drink half a bottle of gin, I guess so.
I drink half a bottle of gin.
I don't know.
I was getting ready to say I did not do no such a thing.
We did sips. I did pour like a.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I ain't do no such a thing.
I didn't like.
She said I did no such a thing.
I didn't top the bottle. What's going on this week? How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm good. It's a beautiful week. It's starting to get warm.
It is.
Praise the Lord.
We had some beautiful days.
I was over that cold.
Time went forward and we lost that goddamn hour. And I've been
I'm paying for
2
it.
weeks because I was sleepy.
Baby, last night my eyes was going like this.
It's actually gotten lighter earlier. So for me, it didn't really bother me. I've been having some freaky ass dreams recently.
Same.
Not freaky in a freaky way, but freaky like it's just like what the fuck is going on?
Okay.
I had a dream. I was on an episode of Grey's Anatomy. And you want to know why? Because I fell asleep watching fucking Grey's Anatomy.
Well,
I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Why the hell is Dr. McDreamy and Dr. McSteamy in my dream? But listen, let me stay here for about 10 more minutes.
You know what, Shauna?
Because they both can get it. Front ways, sideways, backwards, upside down.
Upside down, inside out,
all
and reverse.
That sounds painful.
Yes, God.
Reverse.
Yes.
That sounds very painful.
Especially Dr. McSteamy. That man fine as frog. Hey,
was that Patrick Dempsey?
No, he was McDreamy.
McDreamy.
McSteamy is what's his real name? He fine. He fine as hell.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. You ain't know. Tap me off.
Mimosas, show.
Tap me off. God damn
it.
Not your ass. All right, Deborah Jr.
Hey,
Eric Dane. That's his real name.
Eric Dane.
That's my
grandmother.
That's my grandmother, and I learned from her.
With them drinks. Yes, indeed, honey.
So, how's y'all week been? What's new? What's happening? So, before we start with that, Aaron is actually still out this week with the baby and Keita, but he's planning to be back. You know, he missed a little minute, but he'll be back next week on May. You know, first episode in May. So we miss you, brother. Congratulations. The grandparents. Good Lord, the godparents are excited.
Well, you accelerating quite fast, ain't you?
I gotta have kids to have grandkids.
Hello. Hello.
So, yeah. Aaron will be back next week. But until then, we have Ebony, my niece, Ebo, is back for a 4th week.
Yeah, we had her the whole month of April.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. This has been fun. It's been so long.
You enjoying yourself?
Been together. I am. It's been a long time since I've been around y'all. And this month has been
ain't shit changed but the date.
Not a goddamn thing. Not a
much.
goddamn thing. And that's the relationships that I love the most. I cherish these relationships because they understand.
Mm-hmm.
They know you for who you are. They accept you for who you are. Just don't be on no fuck shit. And
That's
you
it.
good.
And
those are the things that I love. Like I love family. We're family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I am the niece of the bunch. Fuck what you think you know. I am literally, legally the niece.
Legally, biologically.
Biologically.
Her mama is my oldest
adoptive.
sister.
You're right. You feel me? Like it crosses the boards in all ways.
And half.
Look, let's not start that thing. The gym might make you start crying. So
Nah, we not.
before
No,
we get into that,
I am not an emotional drinker.
Cause I love y'all.
I just like to give out free
I
hugs.
love my niggas. Yo, my niggas.
Fuck them other niggas cause I'm down for my niggas.
So, what are we getting into this week's? On this
Okay.
episode, Sean.
So, because we didn't really have a topic this week, we're going to do another Q&A.
Uh-oh.
Every now and then, if you've been listening to season 1, we may do more than one Q&A a month. You know, usually our Q&A is the second week of the month.
But when we can't come up with a
But when we
second
can't
topic,
come up
we're
with
being
some
lazy.
shit, you know, we put some shit together.
We make shit shake.
We make shit shake.
Mega shit.
So we're going to do
Shake it
another
like a
Q&A.
salt
I
shaker.
might throw a story in there, here and there.
Oh, these
see what I came
fucking
across.
stories be... I be over you with these goddamn stories.
But before we get started, of course, if you want to reach us with any stories, any questions, any random rants, any topic ideas, or if you just want to drop us a line and let us know that you love us, or even if you want to drop us a line and let us know you don't like us, we don't give a fuck, but it's fine.
But all commentary is accepted.
We'll survive.
I will survive.
You can, you can reach us via email first, askwandapod@gmail.com. That is ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com. You can also reach us via social media. We are Wine and Audacity, the podcast, on Facebook and YouTube. And we are WandaPod_ on Instagram, on TikTok, and on X. What we know it is Twitter, and that's what we're going to
Can you
call
do me a
it.
favor real quick?
I'm calling
Twitter.
Twitter.
Can you do me a favor for all of those who get confused when you just say a word because they're a little shilliterate?
Shilliterate.
Can you go ahead and spell WandaPod for them?
It
Just in
is
case?
WANDAPOD_. Okay, if you don't know what Wanda stands for,
Thank you,
Wine and
Sean.
Audacity.
Wine and Audacity. WANDA. Okay, Wanda. Name a bitch named Wanda. We named it that. It's Wine and Audacity. Okay, y'all. If y'all been listening from the
There
beginning,
was
y'all know that by now.
Lisa, Kim and Sharice, Dawn
Nabbit.
LaShawn,
Inez
Now,
and Delisha.
Inez and Delisha.
Oh, y'all stupid.
About 3 Kims.
Sharon. Was it Kim's the Kiki? Hey, no.
Not Kiki.
Sharon. Nikki. Yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
But let us know if you want to be anonymous when you send these questions in. If you want to use a pseudonym, if you want to use first name, last initial, or vice versa, or just 2 initials, or if you don't give a damn, because, in the words of Sheree Whitfield, who gonna check you, boo?
Who gonna do it?
So, of course, I'm gonna start this thing off with a little bang, little rick-the-dink, little shink-the-dink-the-dink-dink. Okay? I'm gonna start with Branda's favorite thread. The 6 brown chicks, a.k.a. the 6 brown heifers, a.k.a. this is some bullshit, a.k.a. this shit ain't real,
Bullshit.
as Brandon would say. Okay? First question. Rico has been in my life since high school. He cheated on me from day one. I never understood his unjustifiable confidence about his sexual pleasure. He's always whipping out that dehydrated worm for someone else.
Oh, God.
First of all,
Fucking
says,
boy.
why are you still with him? I'm confused.
It's a dehydrated worm for me.
He has asthma, so his tongue game is lacking. So you can't,
no,
you can't fuck or lick
He can't
something.
hold his breath long enough to lick the
First of all,
Poor
you
thing.
don't gotta hold your breath to eat pussy, my nigga.
It
can
says
breathe
you
through your
can't lick
nose.
if you can't breathe. That's what she put
You gotta
in
know.
parentheses.
You got a nose.
His freaky fingers are crooked and limp.
Lord.
He bathes in cologne that lingers days after he's long gone. But I love Rico, and I need him to be a better man. Rico has other kids, but I thought our baby would change him. The cheating has gotten worse.
Simple bitch.
He says he can't tolerate our baby screams at night. He doesn't like it when I breastfeed. He flat out told me I like my kids when they can walk and talk and are potty trained. I can't relax around an infant. And you'll see more of me when you lose the baby weight and get back to how you used to be. I've been with this man and his awful sex for 10 years. How to train him to do right?
First of all, my nigga, if you try, first, he is not an animal. You can't train a grown person
At all.
to be what you want to be. Secondly, baby, if he been cheating since day one and you met that nigga in high school, I think you might need the one to be in training. You might need to be the one, because how you going to train somebody that showed you from day one who they are?
First of all, why would you stay with a motherfucker with whack-ass dick and no tongue game that you clearly have issues with?
I love
13 years.
I love him.
Well, what did you fall in love with? Because it wasn't his personality.
Rico got some money. That's what that is.
He got a little coin.
Rico got a coin.
If he got a limp dick and his fingers is crooked, then he could get a check every month. Something's going on. That's the only fucking explanation. What's going on?
What I will say is, shit. What?
Yeah.
Stand up! Stand up! Shit! What in the fuck are you doing?
Oh shit!
I gotta have with the mad face. Stand up! Stand up!
Come on, Liala. Come on, Liala. Ma'am, you need some self-esteem. You need some self-esteem and you need to get a nigga with some good dick.
This bitch needs to kick in the clit. Because what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Well,
never in the history of
right
nigga.
there in this spot. What is wrong with her?
Oh my God. Baby, listen, when I be reading these questions before I read them to y'all have no idea the way that I cackle reading this shit. What the fuck is going on here? I'm so confusion. I don't understand. I've heard bitches be dickmatized, but you ain't even dickmatized shit, sis, because the dick is whack. The tongue is whack.
The devil you know is better than the devil you don't.
I guess that's what it is. But let me tell you something. Go find you another devil. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it. I've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, the hat, the travel bag, the mug, the stickers, the bumper, what is it? The car bumper sticker, all that. Listen, sis, run. Okay, ain't enough love in the world.
Run,
no,
Forrest! Run!
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Move along, sis. Fuck Rico. Niggas think Rico can't be trusted. No way, but we'll talk about that later. Next question. This one comes from the Am I the Asshole thread on Reddit, which everybody knows is one of my favorite threads. And the title of it is, would I be the asshole for not showing up to a wedding I'm a part of without giving a reason?
Wait, hold on. Say that again?
Would I be the asshole for not showing up to a wedding that I'm a part of without giving a reason?
yes.
Read the question.
Let me read the question for y'all get his answer. Okay. Throwaway. This is a throwaway account because the bride knows my account. My 28 female's brother, 31 male, is getting married in a few weeks to my best friend since childhood, 27 female. They've been together for a few years now, and of course my best friend wants me to be her maid of honor. They've known each other for a long time since she was always hanging out at my house, but I didn't know that they were close until I came home from grad school and found out that they had been dating. I thought, they'd have their fun for a minute, then break up, and we'd all laugh about it someday. It's clearly no longer the plan. Because here's my problem. I'm in love with her. I've been since before I really knew what being in love was.
Made me hit my teeth.
For me, the sun doesn't rise in the morning before I talk to her. She's the light of my life. She doesn't know I feel this way, or if she does, then there's a reason she didn't say anything. I know she's straight. She knows I'm not.
You sure about that?
And I always expected to stand at her side one day while she got married to a man. I've accepted that. I know she loves me, even if it's not the exact way that I love her. As long as she's in my life, I'm happy. But this isn't just about, I'm sorry. But this isn't just some guy I can politely ignore and forget about. It's my brother. If you wondering, yes, he knows how I always felt about her. We never sat down and spoke about it, but he's not an idiot, and here's when I talk about her. He's always been awkward mentioning their relationship around me and extra much. So when he pulled me aside a few months ago to tell me he was proposing, I was hoping the feeling of betrayal would fade away with time, but if I'm being honest, it hasn't. Still, I know he makes her happy and she makes him happy too. So I've done my best to power through all their conjugal bliss so far, but the upcoming wedding has just made it worse and worse. It would be bad enough as a guest, but they want me to stand next to them to make a speech about what they both mean to me, to hand them the rings. All the while, my best friend has been gushing about how happy she is, how she can't wait to be his wife and have children with him. Every tiny little thing he does for her. And I can't help but feel that I was really just one chromosome away from being in his place. I feel like the Little Mermaid walking around barefooting on glass and unable to say anything about it. I don't think I have the strength to be in their wedding.
Man, put your sound down if you want to scroll like everybody else.
Wait, I didn't think it was on because I had it on mute. I forgot. I gotta actually turn it down.
Turn the volume down.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the strength to be in that wedding. I'm already miserable. I've always been the fun one, but I just don't have it in me anymore. I can't just sit down now either. She wouldn't understand, and I'd have to explain, which could only lead to a word of hurt. I don't want to ruin this for them. She's still my best friend, and he's still my brother. So Reddit, would I be the asshole if I just faked being sick or something on the day of and ditched the wedding?
Why can't you just say that you not share your reasoning for not wanting to attend?
But I really think that would cause some havoc.
And flaking out the last minute without faking sick and then
either way it's going to be fucked up.
Yeah.
It's really going to be. Either way it's going to be fucked up. Know. But to tell your brother, oh yeah, I'm in love with your soon-to-be wife. I mean, she was my best friend first. I've always felt this way about her. I may not have distinctly told you that I felt this way about her, but you should have known because, you're my brother. So you should have caught on to the hints that I was giving and not dated her and then turned around and proposed to her or something. Listen, as grown-ass people, y'all need to learn how to speak your fucking minds. People ain't no mind readers because if they was, they would be fucking rich, okay? People are not mind readers.
But check this out, right? If you closed mouths don't get fed. If you got feelings for somebody and you don't ever say anything about it and you harbor it like a secret crush, like you a Catholic schoolgirl,
you're going to get passed by.
You're going to see the person that you think you love up there marrying somebody else.
And you're going to feel some type of way because unfortunately you were too coward, or too scared, shy, whatever you want to label you want to put on it to do what you were supposed to do. You better step the fuck up or you're going to feel how you feel all the time.
All the time.
Long story short, don't let nothing stand in the way between you and your happiness.
She's trying to get her ass kicked.
You know what? I can't.
Listen, baby. Yeah. You fucked either way. If you sit out, you risk the chance of ruining the day for your best friend and your brother. If you tell them, I don't feel comfortable coming because I'm in love with her, you risk ruining the relationship between your best friend and your brother. Now, they may very well stay together, but you're not going to have a relationship with either one of them. I'd advise you to go to some counseling. I'm going to be honest with you. Go to some counseling and figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Because you should have said something. If you were going to say something, it should have been when you first came home and realized they were dating.
Right.
You don't wait until they get engaged and then say, oh, I got feelings for her and you knew it. I can't believe you're marrying her. You don't do that.
You don't.
People. This ain't a different world. You're not Dwayne Wade.
It ain't gonna
It's not going to work out for you.
I love you.
She's not going to leave Byron at the altar. Him.
Whitley, yes, Daddy. It's not given.
I will.
I did. Y'all heard her say it? Y'all heard her say it?
Die. Just die.
R.I.P. to the great baby Diane Curl. Yes, good. This ain't gonna work out in your favor, Sugarfoot. I'm sorry.
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? You ain't never open your mouth and then you gotta live with the life of what if.
All right, so here we got one. I think we was just, me and Ebony were having a conversation outside about something similar. So I thought I'd throw this question in there. This one also comes from the Am I the Asshole thread. And And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Best Friend That I'm Staying With My Husband? Okay. I've been close friends with this girl, let's call her Jane, for over a year. Our friendship started really well, with her kind of picking me up during a bad time. I've been with my husband for over 8 years. We have 2 children together. Jane worked with my husband for a couple of years before she left the job. They both had big personalities, so sometimes they would clash. So they didn't come around each other all that often. Jane also hates children. So when we hang out, I can't have my kids with me. It can't be at my house, and it can't be something that involves other children. We had a good friendship, and we would vent to each other about our problems and give each other great advice on life. My husband and I went through a rough patch because our youngest son was hospitalized for a month, and it put a lot of stress on us, our finances, and our home life. I stayed at the hospital for the full month while my husband would work part-time and then join us. Our family kept our oldest son. We went through a lot, but we made it out better in the end. Jane told me the entire time that I should leave my husband. If I had the smallest problem, she would tell me that divorce would solve the problem. She also pushed me to go home and be alone while my son was in the hospital, saying my husband could handle things and I deserved time to relax. I didn't want to. I wanted to be with my son. I told her things were going great and better than before, and she would still find small reasons to tell me to leave him. My husband and I have a deal where one of us is allowed to leave during nap time or bedtime, or if we find a babysitter for one of the kids, sorry. My child is disabled and one is a toddler. One child is disabled and one is a toddler. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little...
Drunk?
No.
Blame it on the juice.
Got me feeling loose. But no, I'm sorry. One child is disabled and one is a toddler. So it's a lot to take on both and can be really exhausting. It was a decision we came to easily, and it helped in not making us feel stressed. Jane didn't understand this very well and would say, your husband is a dad. He can watch the kids, and try to push me to go out with her. The other day, she sent me a Facebook post that said, staying in a toxic relationship for your kids is only showing them that you were forced to stay together. And I replied, no thank you to the image. She said, read it again. And when I declined, I finally said, I need to say this as nicely as possible. Please stop telling me to leave my husband. I am happy. We are in a good relationship, and I'd like to be able to celebrate my successes with my friends. Please stop making me feel bad for being with him. And she has been ignoring me ever since then. I admit that my husband and I didn't have a healthy relationship for a little bit, but we are doing so great now. I just can't decide if I'm wrong. I'm in the wrong because I've been thinking so much about it, and I might be overthinking it at this point. So, am I the asshole?
No.
Now, before y'all answer, I'm going to give y'all this update real quick.
Okay.
Her boyfriend texted me to say that she was going into a surgery today. I wished her luck and asked him if he had any idea if she was going to speak with me soon. He said that I made an offhand comment about his religion and that I wasn't being supportive of her relationship. I sent her a text wishing her luck on her surgery and that I only wanted people in my life who were willing to support me in my decisions, and I hope that she feels she has made the right decision because I was done. So it looks like, before y'all answer, to me, based on that last little part, that she's telling the boyfriend something completely different to make it look like she's not the bad guy.
Absolutely.
When in all actuality, she probably fucking is. But thoughts?
Sure. Now, who's the bad guy? The one that asking the question about is she
the one asking the question is asking, is she the asshole?
No, I don't. And I'm gonna be perfectly
honest.
I don't think she's the asshole. You want to know why?
Same.
Now, at one point, I thought that it was given she might have been a little bit jealous or whatever the case may be. But as a friend, if I'm expressing things to you as a friend, now granted, I know I can't tell my friends everything and expect them to be okay with things. Yeah,
because y'all done kissed and made up and that nigga still ain't invited to the cookout.
So therefore, when it comes to certain situations, I don't tell my friends the bad things anymore because I realize the stigma that it leaves on the person that we're dealing with, because at the end of the day, even though You know what I'm saying? It's not all peaches and creams, but if I can forgive my friends for the fuck shit that they do, why can I not forgive my mate? And the only way that I can forgive my mate and we move forward in peace if I don't talk about those situations.
But a lot of times it be the other way around.
Now it do.
They'll forgive a nigga, but
won't
a friend for 30 years, you'll tell them to kiss your ass.
But fair is fair, right is right, wrong is wrong. Everybody don't operate in that way. But the people I'm around, I know that I can't tell you something bad or something fucked up about the person that I'm dealing with because it's going to make y'all feel some type of way about how y'all feel about me. And then I go back to that person. It's going to make y'all feel some type of way because y'all feel that I deserve better.
Well, obviously.
So the best thing that you can do in that situation is not tell your friends about your situations with your mate that are not that detrimental. It may hurt your feelings, but everything is not for everybody because your friends do not forgive the way that you forgive. Your friends are worried about you. Fuck that nigga. They don't give a fuck about that nigga. You're
not a single one.
You're going to be you and they're going to be there whether that motherfucker is here, gone, present, absent, was here, was gone. They're the consistent. They're the constant in your life. So they're going to feel some type of way about how you feel when it comes to the thing that your mate has done. If you don't want your friends to feel no type of way, don't tell your friends everything. Especially if it's something that in your mind you can think about getting over. Now, it's different if that motherfucker knocking you across your head. That's a whole nother different story. You need your friends for that. But
even still in that case, they sometimes go back.
And they do. But you don't tell your friends things about your mate that'll have them looking at your mate a certain type of way if you're not ready to leave.
I agree.
If you're not ready to make the moves that you need to make when you get to tell your friends your business about your mate, especially when it's bad stuff, shut up. Because if you're going to go back, just because you forgave them don't mean your friends and family have. Because they're looking out for your best interest and in their mind, once that person fucks up, that's it. So if you give them a second chance, don't expect people to follow your lead because they didn't follow your lead when you were mad. You changed your mind. They didn't.
Well,
so
wow.
You know, but no, I don't feel like you're the asshole only because at the end of the day, if you've asked something for something to not happen, and you asked and you pleaded and you have conversation with your friends and they don't respect that value of your relationship with your partner or respect you enough as a friend, sister, brother, whatever they may call you, that's not the person for you because unfortunately, even though they're your friends and they want your best interest, a lot of people in them same seats and them same shoes are actually preying on your downfall at the same time. So you got to be very careful about what you do.
Well.
Because Brandon said we went to church. Because that's what the wells mean.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. But nah, for real, you're not an asshole, sweetheart. You have to protect yourself at the end of the day of all costs. Like, everybody forgets that life is life and it's self-based. You're not selfish for putting you first. And if putting you first meaning that you have to put a little bit of distance here because no matter what I may come to you as a friend, if I'm not judging you, why are you judging me? And so don't do that.
But life is full of judgment.
But life is full of judgment. But if we're friends and you understand who I am as a person, like you want me to understand who you are as a person, why would you cross the line I asked you not to cross?
Exactly.
Some people can't see it. Some people would do it in an attempt to save a person that doesn't want to be saved or doesn't need to be saved.
Agreed.
Or they're trying to save somebody from something they couldn't save themselves from, then that shoe don't fit that bill.
Agreed.
With that said, we're going to take a commercial break because she didn't hit me in my damn throat. We're going to be right back, y'all. Welcome back. Did y'all enjoy y'all ad about Chumba Casinos?
Chumba Casino.
Did you get lucky at the bank? At the store? At the car wash?
Wait a minute. So, I finally listened to that episode that had to do that with that ad in it. And now I understand. I fucking understand. That shit is hilarious.
I got lucky at the altar.
It's
oh shit!
This is
crazy
dramatic.
How they play on people's emotions, but that commercial is crazy.
God.
I've been getting ads recently for Medi-Cal, and I'm like, we're not in California. Why am I getting ads for Medi-Cal? But okay. But yeah, I agree. You're not the asshole at all. Based off of what you're saying, you're not the asshole. That's all I have to say.
You're not. She doing too much.
I would say she's doing too much.
Yeah, she 3 much, as we would say. Like, sis, enough is enough. Because honestly, in the back of my mind, I'm feeling like she might have tried to fuck your husband and your husband turned it down, and now she got so much negative shit to say about him because enough is enough. Bitch, if I'm happy, I'm fine. It
sounded like she wants your shoes.
That's what it sounded like to me, because then the fact that it looked like that she lied to the boyfriend and said that you said something about his religion and some shit. Yeah, I feel like she's trying to justify why y'all not speaking or why y'all not friends no more, because the boyfriend probably was like, yeah, what happened to such and such? And she probably was like, oh, let me tell you about that bitch.
Oh, she disrespected you the whole time.
She said something about our relationship was never going to work because you were a Muslim and I was a Christian and I like bacon and you can't eat it.
And at the end of the day, it ain't nowhere that say that two religions can't be in one relationship. You are who you are as an individual. I am who I am. As long as we believe in the same thing. Don't matter what we call it.
Essentially, you do. I'm gonna keep it real funky with you.
God is God. Y'all just have different names for him. Y'all still worshiping the same shit. No disrespect.
Jehovah Jireh, Allah,
Sky Daddy,
Yahweh.
or one of my favorites, Big Sandals.
Big sandals.
Jesus slippers.
Yes.
Air Jerusalem.
Yeah.
I got a couple pair of them too.
And a couple Air Jerusalem.
It's a pair right there.
Oh shit, you stupid. Why is she like this, y'all? She won't let me be great.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree.
No, it's not.
Okay. This next question comes from 6 Brown Chicks, a.k.a. 6 Brown Heifers, a.k.a. this is some bullshit.
I don't understand why every time you say that name, I feel like you stress Brandon out. And I know it's for good reason that he be stressed out because he takes that deep breath every time.
He be fucking fuddled.
Don't worry. I'll save my actual response for the question. I'm sitting back from the mic.
My 2 baby mamas jumped me in front of my house.
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck.
Y'all gotta let me get it out. And my wife watched from the window.
Tyrone, come here. Tyrone, come here. Junior in the car. He needs some help.
Wait.
Girl.
Pause.
Chandrika. Girl. You get the upper body. I get the lower body.
Wait.
And my wife watched in the window and didn't come outside to help me.
Oh, you married the wrong one.
Them girls is fucking him up. I'm staying in the house.
They jumped me. They jumped me because they jumped me because I married her.
Oh shit.
My wife is on house arrest and she says she didn't help me because she didn't want her ankle monitor to go off.
Let me mute Shauna real quick. So do y'all see my trepidation? Do you see my response to these peppers and these fucking questions?
Hey,
my God, today.
Oh shit.
Okay. Why are all my women trash? My eye was swollen shut and all my wife could do was hand me some ice wrapped in a dirty face towel. My wife used to have a good job.
She handed it out from the door like...
My wife used to have a good job and she used to keep her wigs and clothes nice, but she went looting with her friends and got caught.
She a booster?
I'm so turned off by her now.
Baby. You just finding out.
She burnt her hair yellow blonde and wears these red striped Christmas pajamas all day. She looks like a tub of popcorn with eyes. And she straddles me every other morning while I'm half asleep. I think she's trying to get pregnant. I don't like my wife anymore, but I can't afford to leave her yet. Advice.
You might as well go ahead and stick that outside. Listen, you should have known she wasn't on your side when she allowed the baby mothers to jump you.
That bitch said she wasn't
going back. She said she going house arrest. Baby, your bracelet ain't gonna go off until you cross that threshold on your property line. Nigga, you can step out your door and help your man.
So
she helped that nigga for a reason. He didn't
do it. No.
Yes.
So I got the episode title. A tub of popcorn on house arrest.
Yo said she look like a tub of popcorn with eyes. Oh my goodness.
Hold on, let me take some notes.
Oh God.
Tub of popcorn on house arrest.
Oh God. The way I was in the house cackling last night, I couldn't get my life together. I don't understand what's going on. She said, fuck that nigga. I'm not going back to jail. I'm not going over there with Big Birthday now to help you. You did something that these bitches jumped you for. Sir.
I was getting ready to say she felt like you deserved that shit. It wasn't about her ankle monitor, nigga.
She probably
said
called
you
them.
deserved that. She probably did. You probably got set up with the oogie dook, my nigga, for real, because that's what it sound like.
She called them.
Q&amp,
said,
a tub of popcorn on house arrest.
My wife stood in the door.
She was looking out the window.
My eye was closed.
Like,
my eye was closed, and she was probably sitting there, good motherfucker.
Girl, they out there whooping his ass.
Girl, what she doing? Nothing.
He coming. I'm gonna call you back.
She definitely
get beat up by his
He
baby
came
mama.
to the door. She said, "Oh my God, baby, I'm so sorry."
She definitely talking about you in the family group
She
chat.
got him to challenge the door because she can leave the house like, I can't go across the threshold. There you go.
I can't come out there.
She definitely got her cackles with
Come
her
on
sisters
in
in
and
there.
get this. Come on in and get this eyes.
Her homegirl, somebody knows about that situation. They find it real funny.
A tub of popcorn on house
Listen,
arrest.
That shit is
You got your
hilarious.
ass
Tub of popcorn
whipped.
with eyes. That is fucking, that is funny.
You got your ass whipped, sir.
You got knocked the fuck out.
He did.
Like, yikes.
He did.
I just got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that women are, but sir, how you let the children of your mother, the mothers of your children,
Whoop your ass.
close your eye?
It was two of them. They fucked him up.
He must have did something real fucked up to get two women beating shit out of him. I'm sorry. Oh God, my head.
You niggas out here, you better stop playing with these females' emotions. They is not playing with you niggas.
All right, we got to catch our breath for a minute, y'all. So let me move forward to
That was fucking hilarious.
All right, this is just a regular Smackler question. It came from the Ask Women thread on Reddit, but it's a universal question. In your experience, what is a dead giveaway that your workplace is toxic?
When motherfuckers is clicked up in departments. You got departments that's already separated, and you got cliques within the departments. Niggas be messy.
They're messy, but also high turnover. If people always
Yes.
starting, always coming, always going,
That was my answer.
They can't hold on to no employees, or you have a certain set of people who have been there for years, and the vast majority of everybody else keeps cycling in and out. That's one. You can tell when your supervisor or the management team isn't on their square about handling business, and they're messy and they're in mess and they're always layering at your desk. What you doing? They're not being professional. If the company's been sued before, and like threat of lawsuits, so they've been called on social media for being like a shit company.
I agree. Okay. All right, we're going to giggle a little bit more. This one comes from the X Reddit thread. And the question is, what's the worst thing to say when having sex?
I got a shit.
No, that's not the worst. Bitch, you got shit on my dick.
Ooh.
Or is that you smell like cheese?
Not cheese, Jesus. Oh, not Limburger. No, the worst thing you can...
Yes.
No.
Smell like a fresh batch of athlete's foot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fix it, Lord. Is that it?
The worst thing you can say during sex.
No, that's it. Is that it? That's
No.
the worst thing you can say during sex.
Oh, is that it?
Is that it?
No. Man,
I've had better.
my ex, y'all gonna say my ex pussy was better. Or my ex dick was better.
I'm gonna get
I'm trying to think
somebody
of something. I'm trying to think of something so egregious that would make you just recoil in horror.
I've had that happen to me.
Is it in?
Oh no, I mean that's mean, but that's not the worst
yeah.
thing.
I've heard.
I'm thinking something so greasy, so outrageous, so outlandish that makes you just.
Back when I was an inexperienced, not quite teenager, I was over 18, and I was dealing with this older dude. And
How much older? 35?
I don't think he was that old. No. He wasn't that old.
30.
But I was over 18.
You sure?
No, I was in my early 20s. I take that back because it was after I got rid of the nigga who donated the other half of the DNA to create my son. So
I love my godson.
I was in my 20s. He was in his late 30s. And I had been my son's father for like 5 years. But he called himself talking shit while we were going at it. And I just was like really unimpressed. So I just kind of was laying there. And he was like, yeah.
Your face like.
I was kind of laying there. And he started talking shit. He was like, yeah, you don't throw it back. I'm get somebody else to do it. Well, get somebody else to do it, my nigga, because I'm over it. Like, what's going? You done lied about who you are, where you lived at.
And like, you still let him fuck after that?
What? No, I found out later on.
Oh.
Yeah, I found out after the fact. Well, the part about where he lived at, that part, of course, I found out beforehand. But it wasn't a big fucking deal. Maybe he didn't want me to know he lived in the hood. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It wasn't a big fucking deal.
You
but
know,
I found out later on
because
that
I be
it was
embarrassed
other.
to tell people where I live at that want to date me, and or I might want to let me take me out there. I'm gonna come and get you where you live at. Oh, I live over east. Like where at over east?
I don't know, nigga. Meet me down by Mama Mia's.
Yeah.
Don't come around here. But no, like to me it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm like, maybe he didn't want me to know that, you know, where he was. But then everything else started coming out. I said, yeah, I ain't gonna be do nothing with you, sir. And you a lazy fuck too? Nah. Pieces. Dudes. And that nigga was fine too, y'all. He was fine. That's when I looked at looks more than looking at the actual
substance.
Yeah. And you know, when you know better, you do better.
Facts.
In my 20s, I wasn't thinking about the future and all that other stuff. Sir, come crack my back and go on about your fucking business, please. Go on now. But yeah, he said that shit, and I was like, what the fuck did he just say? Was that supposed to be dirty talk? Because I don't like that. I don't.
So, to answer your question, I couldn't think of anything. So, being a typical millennial, I went to our favorite site, Reddit. And some of the worst things that somebody has said during sex. Those pancakes really slowed you down.
Oh. Oh.
Damn.
Stop. I have to shit. She left a little burnt streak on my balls. Caca balls, being told she was going to crap her brains out.
Wait, how did... Oh.
And somebody responded, you literally fucked the shit out of her.
Oh!
Excuse me.
During a one-night stand in college, the girl I was having sex was on top of me and sang the song Happy Birthday in its entirety while haphazardly bouncing to the beat of her own dancing. Every time I attempted to interject playfully or reposition our beast with two backs in hopes of putting an end to this seemingly satanic rhythm, she would force me back down hard. It was not my birthday.
Oh, my Lord.
This is creepy shit. Was she possessed? No, she was Marilyn Monroe.
Child, what is going on here?
She was singing happy birthday to the baby you were making with her. No, don't touch my feet. It's like, bitch, why are we even doing this then? Also, she called me her last boyfriend's name. I pretended to be madder than I was. I've almost done that plenty of times.
What? Child, just when you thought you've heard it all, somebody said something else to make you question humanity.
You look like Hitler when you lick me.
Hitler? Yeah, that's scary.
Worst thing you heard during sex? Could you please close the door? We're trying to have sex in here. Girl and I were having sex at a party and she says, Steve, get out of here. Diego and I are trying to fuck. Steve had come in to watch.
Oh, Lord, Steve nasty. Steve is a...
Worst thing you heard during sex? Just stop talking. Just shh. Shut up.
You're fucking up my concentration. Lord. Child, I done heard some strange things.
You want to hear some more?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Get the spatula.
What was he about to slap it, flipping rubber down?
I created you.
What?
What are the side effects of ecstasy? Rip my cross off. And my personal favorite, God is so much better when I pretend it's a stranger.
Next question.
No. Oh, no.
Lord.
Next one. Don't worry. It's been 48 hours since my last outbreak.
Flag on a motherfucking play.
My pelvic was already against her body, and she said go deeper. Bitch, you already know I done run out of dick.
Well, what that is a place to come back to.
Moving along.
No, no.
We're moving along.
If you don't make me come, I'll kill you. This is from my boyfriend of then a year, now almost 3 years. He's the least aggressive person I know. Couple that with him stammering this out because he's trying so hard to think of what he'll say while having sex. We both fell off the bed laughing.
Wow. Okay. I will no longer be asking questions like this.
Worst thing you've heard during sex? Punch me.
Fix it, Lord. Okay. All right.
Worst thing you heard during sex, last one? I was asked if a friend of mine got a job while she was mid-orgasm and I was in mid-thrust. My dick shrank and I looked at her shouting, "That's what you're thinking about? Oh, fuck yeah. Tell me about that hot 401k. I think I'll paint the ceiling beige.
Oh, shit. That's bad. I watched Martin over somebody's shoulder before, so it's fine.
Sitting there like,
it's okay. I actually started laughing, but, that's neither here nor there. I learned to speak up for myself at my older age, because if it's bad, it's just bad. Get off me. Okay, we're going to move along. This came from the Best of Reddit update thread. And
you all right? It's the third time in a row you done made a mess.
Is it?
Yes.
Well,
y'all bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, this comes from the Best of Reddit for updates thread. And the original post, this is the original and an updated post. So I'm gonna read the original post first. Y'all so damn dumb.
I didn't close the window. I can't say that out loud.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Sound like Wesley Pipes. They make me sick, yo.
Yeah, I can't say that out loud.
No, we gonna get canceled. Mm-hmm. All right. I 27 female and falling for my sister 26 females ex 26 male. Would it be reasonable for me to date him?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I am falling for my sister's ex. Would it be reasonable for me to date him?
Absolutely fucking not.
Let me read y'all the post.
Before you read the post, I didn't close the thread. I'm still scrolling.
Jesus, fix it. I'm going to have to cut this out.
I'm going to close this.
Okay. So, I'm in a pretty complicated situation.
Okay.
My sister Amy was dating Paul for 2.5 years. From when she was 22 to 24. I wasn't too close with him, but we got along. Well, unfortunately, he cheated with her best friend. And this hurt my sister a lot.
So
I was angry and hurt that he would do that to my sister. My sister became depressed and still has trust issues to the point that she's scared to date. Recently, I went on a cruise with my friend and her boyfriend, third wheeling. He saw me at the bar at the pool. He said hi, and I was very cold to him. I told him about himself, and to my surprise, he accepted accountability. He told me the guilt he feels to this day, and he's matured over the years. I decided to let bygones be bygones, and him and I started hanging out as we were both third wheeling. We did excursions, shopping, etc. I didn't realize how strong our chemistry was. One night, we both had a drunken mishap and hooked up.
That ain't no fucking mishap, bitch.
Thank you.
Raggedy
After that, the cat was out the bag and we hooked up a couple more times. When I got back, him and I were texting and we were considering taking things more serious. I haven't talked to my sister about it, but I can tell he's changed and is a better person. Plus, it's been a couple of years. So let me give y'all something before I give y'all the update. I'm going to give y'all a couple of the comments.
Okay.
Somebody said, this is a disaster waiting to happen. The OP responded, I don't think so. I get what he did was bad, but I feel like as a society, we don't give people enough grace to change. So then the person responded, you can give people the grace to change without sleeping with them. He broke his ex-girlfriend's heart, which is your sister, and gave her trauma by cheating on her with her best friend of all people. Then comes back years later and sleeps with her sister of all people.
And that makes it no different from the best friend.
Exactly.
It makes it worse.
If he truly changed and bettered himself as a person, he wouldn't be hooking up with his ex's sister.
Exactly.
Cheaters are also chronic liars and players, and you fell right into his hands. So now...
The fact that you try to blame
the OP comes back and says, was he never supposed to date again? It wasn't like we intended for this to happen.
Not you though, sis.
We just had such a strong connection. Would it be better just to pretend we don't have a connection?
Yes.
So the other person said, my sister is my world. If she did this to me, I will cut her out of my life completely. Do you have no respect for her? The pain she went through. You want to throw that all away for some guy that is a renowned cheater. Wow.
But she don't have no respect for herself. Now, I'm not.
The OP comes back and says, I wouldn't even consider this if she still had feelings for him, but she doesn't anymore. So let me give you the update. The update was about 2 weeks later. So the original post was February 16th, 2024. The update is March 7th, 2024.
Oh, so this is
give or take about
last month.
Yes.
Yeah.
So give or take about a couple weeks. So the update says, I decided to give him a chance. Well, he's still a disgusting cheater.
A dumbass.
A few weeks ago, I decided to tell my sister what happened and what I was planning. She didn't take it well at all and has blocked me and said I am dead to her. That broke my heart, but I am optimistic as she's continued to heal from the breakup and find somebody new that she would get over it, perhaps even learn to be happy for me.
Sweetheart.
Okay,
you're delusional.
When I
when
I was over his place last night, I noticed a bonnet. It was not mine, and I don't wear bonnets usually. That raised my suspicion. I didn't say anything and waited for him to fall asleep. I used the Face ID to unlock his phone when he was sleeping. I went through his phone, and it was bad. I woke him up and told him he's a disgusting person. I've never felt so alone. I haven't even told my sister yet, but I want her to know that I fell for his lies, and I'm sorry.
No, she not gonna get no fuck, as she should not, with your stupid ass. Like, that's your sister, my nigga.
Blood sister.
Like, all right. So let's journey down this train. Okay?
Let's start.
I had a friend that I had sex with, but they was my friend, right? My sister ended up liking this person and told me she liked this person. It was my duty to tell my sister, hey,
I got them cakes.
I got those cakes, right? But it wasn't like that. It was literally a moment that we shared. We were friends. It was weird. It didn't go no further than that. That was that moment. However, if you feel strongly like that, I'm not mad because I know what type of person she is. But I can't call myself your sister and not tell you I fucked her first. If you decide to deal with her after that, cool beans. Yeah. But I have to tell you this because if I cannot
but it wasn't somebody you dated. It's just somebody.
No,
it
was just somebody we literally had. There wasn't even a sexual relationship. We had a moment. But that's my sister. And if you like her, and you're my sister, and you're coming to me, and I know that. All right, sis, check this out. Look, I get that you like her, but I couldn't let you do that and tell me that and not tell you that I touched it.
Because you'd rather for her to hear from you.
I'd rather for you to hear it from me.
From the girl.
Fuck hearing it from the girl for it to come out from others.
Yeah. You know your sister.
I'd rather you me be the one to tell you up front. Than you to find out. As a sister, though, that watched the motherfucker dog out your sister, bitch, what makes you think he was going to treat you any better? That's you, his... If he fucked the best friend and you're the sister, fuck a magic, you stupid ass. He know that you was a lemon that was able to squeeze, and he squoze you just like he squoze the sister, just like he squoze the best friend.
Yep.
She damaged by it, and this motherfucker is hurting her continuously, and now here you are in the same
adding to the hurt as her sister.
Like Captain Save
adding to it because you're her sister. Girl, she ain't optimistic. She ain't never gonna talk to you again. Just trifling ass.
I wouldn't want shit to do with you.
I wouldn't.
Don't say nothing
bitch,
to me,
don't do
bitch.
nothing behind my back, bitch. You could have came and told me you like the motherfucker when I was dating that motherfucker, because that's the only way you got here.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no, I can tell that he changed. No, bitch, you been like them. You couldn't say nothing because he was fucking with your sister.
You was waiting for your fucking opportunity.
You was waiting for your opportunity.
And the only reason you were so mad at him is because she fucked the best friend first and not you. And that's why you were mad. Not because he hurt your sister.
Nope.
You were mad because you didn't get your chance first.
Didn't get your
that's
chance
what you were mad about, because you probably had been flirting with him and whatever
you got your chance.
Girl,
and
fuck
he
you.
did the same shit he did to your sister. To you.
I have
She not gonna give a fuck about that. You got what you deserve, and she probably gonna be happy, bitch. Now that's what you get chasing my seconds.
Look, so I am actually I am a proponent for people. Look, my thought process is simply this:
don't make no mess.
I'm not gonna make no mess. I'm pulling most of y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'm pulling this for my niece. You happy now? I couldn't control that.
No, that ain't had nothing to do with you.
Right.
Thank you.
You welcome. Anything else while I sit this down?
I think I need to go to AA.
It's starting to hit you now.
I've drank the most since
I stopped drinking a while ago. I'm drinking water.
I see.
Yeah.
I ain't got to drive, so it's okay.
Yeah, I'm home, and I don't. In any event,
I'm a lush.
Look, my thing is simply this: once I'm done with somebody,
I'm done.
I'm done. If you want to take a little ride on a horse after I'm done, be my guest.
Not gonna ride the stallion.
Just ride. If you want to take a ride on the stallion, once I'm done with it, that's okay. Just give me a heads up. That's all I ask for. Because again, I am not in the business of blocking nobody's blessings, good or bad.
I mean, fair and facts.
If you know what happened to me in that situation, and you choose to take your ass on down that same road,
you get what you deserve.
I'll be here when you get back, cause
you be back, bitch.
It's a circle. It's gonna come back round to me.
So
I'ma see you. So I just have fun. I'll be sitting here.
Don't come over here crying, cause I'ma laugh at you in your face.
Be
I'll
like,
let you know.
Be like, bet you won't do that shit again.
Come on, Deborah. With your stupid ass. You thought you was special, didn't you? So I have a similar story to Ebony's, whereas my homegirl introduced me to this dude. What she did not tell me was that she used to fuck him. Didn't know. I would have never gave him the time of day because I don't fuck behind my friends. That's just something I choose not to do.
Unless it's completely blind and no one knows.
Yeah. But she didn't tell me until after the fact. And I had caught feelings for this dude and shit. So I'm like, bitch, you wait until... And then she said it so nonchalantly while we was having a conversation. I was like, wait, what?
She knew what the fuck she was doing.
She knew exactly what she was doing. She didn't tell me that prior to her introducing him to me that they used to be fucking. And then she waited years later to tell me that she had been pregnant by him at some point. Sis, I would have never fucked with that dude. That was a lie.
Bitch, don't put me in the trick bag to be a bad friend, and I ain't a bad friend.
I would have never dealt with him because that's not who the fuck I am. I don't fuck behind my friends. So I felt like she did that shit trying to be fun. I don't know. It just pissed me off.
Listen.
But at the end of the day, and whatever. It was what it was. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But then we had a similar situation between two ex-friends of mine. They are no longer my friends. But both of them knew the same guy. They both had feelings for the same dude. Now, I met the dude and I didn't understand what the fuck they saw in him. That's just me. Whatever. But they both had known him since high school. They both liked him. One of my friends, he never gave the time of day. My other friend, they never slept together, and he went and married somebody else. He separated from his wife. Him and my homegirl were supposed to be trying to date. And it never went anywhere outside of them kissing. Never went anywhere. This came from her own mouth. She never slept with him. So when he ran back into my other friend at an event that the friend he kissed had, they start talking. They exchange numbers or whatever. My other homegirl was determined she won't get his ass because she was like, but back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You going on me. You know what I'm saying? Some Mike Jones type shit.
Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
So they end up exchanging numbers. Whatever happened, one thing led to another. They end up sleeping together. Well, prior to them sleeping together, she tells the other friend, like, yeah, me and him been talking. Did anything happen between y'all? Have y'all slept together? Has anything happened besides the kiss between y'all? The friend tells her no. She tells her, oh, okay, well, you know, I'ma see what that thing be like.
I'll be a sugar baby for that.
Same. I want to see what that thing be like or whatever. So the homegirl was like, oh, well, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Now, mind you, she's upset about it, but she's not telling her she upset about it. She's telling me and my other homegirl that she upset about it. Right. Bitch, tell her. Why you telling us?
Right.
I don't want to sleep with his ugly ass. The fuck you telling me for?
Little ugly ass.
He looked dusty. He looked like he smelled like bad decisions in a pack of Newports.
Dusty
like,
James.
He did. Dusty James.
Brandon,
y'all ain't gonna get that reference. Y'all can get that reference. We gonna tell Brandon about that. We gonna tell Brandon about it in a minute. So, let me finish the story though.
Oh shit.
So, anywho, the other homegirl, you know, her and dude fucking for whatever, a couple months. And the one who had kissed him, she's mad that it happened because, you know, homegirl came home. They were staying together at the time. They was living together at the time. So she came home and told her what happened. Oh, yeah, I fucked such and such today. Girl, let me tell you what happened. Blah, 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 blah. So the other homegirl was like, oh, okay. Like, she was upset about it. But you told her you was cool with it. So why are you upset? I'm confused on what's going on right now, sis. Why are you upset if you told her you were okay with it, right? Fast forward. She's coming to me and the other friend. So angry, so mad about it. I'm moving out of her apartment. I can't trust her. I can't stay there with her no more. She knew how I felt about him and she still did it. I said, but you sat here and told us that you told her you were okay with it. Why did you tell her you were okay with it if you weren't? Mm-hmm. And she said, because she was going to do it regardless. So I just gave her the okay. No, if you would have told her you weren't okay with it, she probably wouldn't have done it. She said, well, she wouldn't have did that to the two of y'all. You fucking right. She wouldn't have did it to us because if she would have came to me and said some shit like that, I would have looked at her like she was 10 karat crazy and said, bitch, are you stupid? When did we start doing this?
Right. That
part. When did we start sharing dick? When we start doing this? Mm-hmm. We share a lot of things, bitch. Dick wasn't one of them. It's too many niggas in the world. What's going on? So anyway, they end up falling out behind it. She's so angry. She wants everybody on her side. She thinks we're supposed to cut her off. And I said, I'm not doing that. I said, because you gave her the okay. Mm-hmm. Now, was she wrong for wanting to do it in the first place? Maybe. But you were never in a relationship with him. But you did violate girl code because you knew she had feelings for him. So and even though you had a crush on him way back in the day, this was years ago. Yeah. We grown now. Y'all were in high school. You knew your homegirl had feelings for him. And at some point, they were trying to pursue a relationship, even though they never had sex. You should have left it alone.
Thanks.
I told both of them where they were wrong at. Well, they ended up never speaking again, but I don't give a shit. It is what it is. But you should have spoke. You should have spoke out. If you felt some type of way, you should have spoke up for yourself. Right. Don't come venting to us, but you telling her something different. You understand what I'm saying? So I said it to say certain things to me are a violation of girl code. This bitch overstepped her boundaries to the fucking extreme. That's your blood sister.
Yeah, absolutely.
My best friends are not my blood. I wouldn't do that shit to Ebony. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that to her. That's my fucking needs. I wouldn't go behind her. I wouldn't do. You know, I wouldn't do that shit to Key. I wouldn't do that shit to my cousin. My cousin who is our frequent co-host Ron. I wouldn't do that shit to her. I wouldn't go fucking behind her. Nigga, she used to do. I never knew the nigga, but she told me later that something happened between them. I was looking at him at first, and then once she said it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take my ass this way. Because no, ma'am. And we been friends less than 10 years, but at the end of the day, we built a bond. I'm not gonna fuck behind you.
I think that's the difference between girl code and guy code. Because for me, also, homo guy code. Because again, pause for the cause. I gotta say this, but I want y'all to hear it.
But you didn't feel no type of way, and that's
no,
cool.
I didn't feel any type of way.
That's cool.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Because again, I was over it. Mm-hmm. I'm not. You don't own people.
You don't.
You don't own them when you're with them, and you don't own them when you're not with them.
That's a fact.
We had our period. We were together. We did what we did when it happened. What you do after me is your business.
Right.
As long as you ain't fucking them when I'm dealing with you.
Right.
Cool.
But the way my mind works a lot of the times is
because again, I'm not possessing.
If I was in a serious relationship with somebody and then you turn around and start fucking with them a couple months later or a year later or whatever, in my mind I'm thinking, bitch, you was out of them the entire fucking time. So now I feel like I can't trust you.
What if it was like? No, what if it was like 5 years later? If y'all were in a relationship,
maybe I would have to be in this. Y'all might
have lived together. Y'all might have had a real serious relationship. Mm-hmm. Y'all got engaged. It didn't work out, or it just ended maybe amicably or. It ended amicably or not so amicably. Y'all just decided y'all were growing apart in different directions. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really working out. Mm-hmm. Whatever. And then you hear that 4 or 5, but y'all remain cool. You know, it's all because it didn't end on bad terms.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes with relationships it just end.
Yeah.
Because it's their time to end. Mm-hmm. And then 4 or 5 years later, y'all catching up. Hey, well, I talked to you in a couple months. What's going on? How's your mom? Whatever. Yeah, everything's good. Mom's good. How you, blah, 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 blah. I just want to tell your homegirl, Shauna, me and her, I ran into her last week at the Pick and Save, so, getting the
Pick and Save.
Getting the groceries down at the Piggly Wiggly at the Publix,
The Piggly Wiggly.
My favorite grocery store is Publix, personally. But, I ran into her down at the Publix, last month. It was good to see, we caught up and then, you know what I'm saying? We switched numbers and, we got a drink, and we've been hanging out the past couple weeks. Just want to give you a heads up,
I don't know, B. I mean,
at that point,
I understand what you're saying about blocking other people's blessings, and that's cool.
Put your feet on the ground now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my thighs.
I understand what you're saying about, blocking other people's blessings and stuff. I get that. Maybe it's me personally who I just feel like I could not deal with somebody who possibly has that, who slept with one of my fucking friends, because they always say, "Oh, you sleeping with everybody that the person that they slept with."
See now,
you know what
here's
I'm saying?
the fucked up
I don't know.
about the scenario.
I just don't think I could do it.
But also, it's the thing of if the hunger comes to you first and say, "Look, so I ran into Eric at the grocery store. I know y'all broke up like 5 years ago. You in another relationship with somebody else, or you married with your kids." I know y'all haven't spoken or y'all don't maintain contact, so y'all haven't spoken since y'all broke up, and that was 5-6 years ago.
Maybe it depends on how bad the situation was.
Right.
But I'm telling you, the first place my mind is going to go, bitch, you've been one. Especially if you was my friend all this time and you seen what happened.
But if the friend comes to you and says, look, I'll outline everything I just said, how would you feel about me and him? He invited me out for a drink just to catch up, or, I'm interested in pursuing it to see where it goes. How would you feel about that? With everything I just outlined. 5 years later,
I got a monkey wrench to throw in this conversation.
Good luck, sis.
Okay, so
probably no more, but good luck.
All right, so I got a monkey wrench to throw in this situation. Okay. What happens when you have a friend that you met in a different demographic, and you dealing with somebody else, and then someone else tells that friend that y'all was fucking with the same nigga? Mind you, I met them separately.
Oh, yeah, we was just talking about that's outside.
So in my shoes, especially me not being raised in Baltimore, what happens now in my shoes? Is it the same scenario?
So what she's saying is, so she started dealing with somebody, and then she ended up meeting this other person and becoming friends with this person. She later found out that the person she was dealing with and the person she just met used to fuck with each other prior to me and this person. Prior to her.
Like literally right before.
They didn't know you existed, so what's the issue?
That was prior to you.
No, so they both knew I existed, but an outsider told my business, and when my business was told and it got back to me, I was fucking with him too. And you're the person that he left me alone for.
Well, sis, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I met you on my own accord. No, I knew her, but I met you on my own accord.
Right, not through him.
So in my shoes.
In your shoes, you're not wrong, because you
didn't
know that.
You didn't know that they were dealing with
It ain't like you knew her and then you started fucking with him knowing that she used to fuck with him. You didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that at all.
You didn't know that.
Again,
So
I met the both of them on two totally different reasons, two totally separate situations, two totally different sets of circumstances.
Yeah, that's different.
I mean, that's also kind of the danger of dealing with somebody who lives in the area.
Where they grew up at.
Frequent in the same places.
Some more.
It's not even the fact that it was frequent in the same place. It's just that, because honestly, I
don't believe in blocking nobody's blessings, good, bad, or indifferent.
No, so like if you fuck with them, you fuck with them, but have the opportunity or have the audacity to come to me and say, hey, this I know y'all used to. Do you mind if I? Because at the end of the day, if y'all met through me, I might be the reason why y'all was supposed to be to me. Right. Regardless of what happened between me and him, that might have been your blessing. So I can't be mad about that.
Yeah,
but I can be mad at the fact that you want to hide it. Don't hide it. Just come straight up and ask me. Because 9 times out of 10, I don't give a fuck about shit like that. Like, listen, just because it did not work out between me and that person and we cool, don't mean that it's not for y'all.
That could be your soulmate.
That could have been your soulmate. And who am I to stand in the way of your happiness? But give me the opportunity to say that. Give me the opportunity.
And then what if you would have said, I'm not cool with it?
Now, if I'm not cool with it, but that's your soulmate and that's how you feel, because none of us know what it really is until it happened. If that's how you feel, by all means, I ain't cool with it, but that's what you want to do, by all means, do your happiness. But if you choose your happiness, choose your happiness. Go ahead. You can go ahead. I ain't gonna be mad if you don't want to talk to me, because I don't support that. I cannot be mad what you choose for your life. It's your life.
All right.
But don't be sneaky about that dumbass shit. Just say it, because just because it ain't work out between me and him don't mean this situation ain't the reason why y'all wasn't supposed, y'all was supposed to meet. Like, that ain't got shit to do with what God got planned for you. Don't got nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
All morals and, you shouldn't do this, that shit is passed down. That shit don't say that nowhere in no book, no Bible, no law.
Yeah, I get it.
It's passed down. Now, right is right, is wrong. Common sense and logic is what it is, but we all have
on the side and shit.
choices and decisions. I can't tell you that you wrong for dealing with somebody that I dealt with if that's what God said was, predestined in your journey. That was for you.
I might have just been on the
have been the vessel that y'all was supposed to meet through or stop on a trip for them to get themselves together for you. However, if that is the situation, that is the case, though, as my friend, don't ever be scared to be like, look, the nigga that you used to talk to, or the nigga that you fucked, or I know I met this person, or I know this person is through you, but are you okay with me dealing with that person? 9 times out of 10, because I'm me. Mm-hmm. Even if I got feelings for that person, by all means, baby, I can't stop you from doing what you want to do. By all means, follow your heart. Please.
I agree.
Follow your heart. Because, again, at the end of the day, I can't tell you what makes you happy. And I'm not going to badmouth that person. You're going to go ahead and get your own experience. It may not have worked out for us, but it may work for you.
I agree.
Now, naturally, if you have feelings for that person, it's naturally going to make you feel some type of way. Naturally. Mm-hmm. But in the same token, when you realize that all of this shit that we live through called life is a bigger plan than what we got, we were placed here. We were placed here at the time frame that we got here. I can't say you're wrong because it ain't me that wrote your story. Right. It ain't me that wrote mine. I got to make my own choices and decisions at navigating through that story. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But don't be sneaky about it. Bitch, be bold. Because if you're going to be bold enough to do it, you might as well be bold enough to say something to me.
Girl.
How about this? We're going to take another commercial break, y'all. We're going to be right back. And we back. Lord Jesus.
I'm
Jesus on the main line.
But anyway,
tell him
what's
what
next?
you want.
Call him up. Call him up. Tell him what you want. Listen, if you ain't grow up in the shouting church, you don't know nothing about that.
You don't know not a damn
You
thing.
don't know nothing about that. Oh, excuse me, y'all. That was sexy as hell. That was all that orange juice.
Is.
That orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we going back to 6 round chicks, y'all. My fiance's mama caught me on a Tinder date and she punched me in my face.
Pause. Fucking pause. My kid. Flag on the motherfucking plate. Hey, Ma.
Listen.
Why you rock 'em, sock 'em like that, bro?
I let it slide. I did.
Sock 'em boppers. Sock 'em boppers.
I let They won't let me be great, y'all. They won't let me be great.
Sock 'em boppers. Sock 'em boppers.
Oh, y'all so damn stupid. Whooped his ass. Whooped her ass because it's a female.
Oh, shit.
I let it slide. I didn't press charges because I didn't want to upset my fiance, Marshall. That was my first mistake. She told Marshall I cheated, but I denied it. Marshall told his mama that we have to work it out for the sake of our son. Then his mama gave our son a DNA test behind my back. We found out that Marshall is not the father.
Oh, man.
You are not the father.
On paper.
I plead the fifth.
But after being his father for 3 years, I expected Marshall to be a better man and to fight for our family.
Oh, girl.
But no,
Bitch.
Marshall is a mama's boy and he has moved back home with his mama.
Oh, that's what that is?
Marshall's mama is a manipulative beast, but I can't let her win.
How dare you?
Is she a
Marshall-
manipulative bitch or you a lying ass bitch?
Right.
Because,
Marshall is the future husband I deserve, and I need help getting him to come back home to me and Marshall Jr.
well, you
Advice.
shouldn't have cheated. You shouldn't have. You should have kept your pussy to yourself,
You
bitch.
should have kept it under lock. You should have kept your coochie box
Because
where it was supposed to
Marshall-
be.
Oh,
If
punk ass
Marshall
bitch.
is-
Oh, stupid ass bitch.
If it's
You's a punk
Dumbass
ass bitch.
bitch. You a bitch.
if Marshall
That's
is
the song for
what
the
you
episode.
feel like you
Shout out
have
to my cousin
deserved.
Diego. That's his karaoke song.
Shout out to Diego, one of my listeners, man. That's the episode. Well, no, we already got a song for the episode, but I could change it. to
change it. I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean a little bit closer, see the roses really smell like boo.
Ooh. Yeah, roses really smell like boo.
That's the second one.
Yeah. Chow. That ass whipping was it was necessary.
It was necessary.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. What is that?
Ma'am.
What are we looking at?
Ma'am.
I like looking at pictures.
Now.
She done knocked your head between the bread box, the bread basket, and the table.
She hit you with them.
Now, listen. I'm going to show you.
Mama Pain smacked the shit out your head.
I'm going to show you another one about.
Okay.
Just don't freak out, because.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
That.
I want to see. Since we doing show and tell niggas. I want to see.
I got you.
I like show and tell.
Brandon probably don't remember him, though.
What the fuck is that?
That's remember when I told you I know the first person I dated around in this amongst this. That's the second one that I know.
I have
they
no
got
idea
the
what
same
that
name.
is.
You do. Last name Nickens. I know another. The first name I met another one. Ironic. That's the other one. But I don't know where there's self.
Next question is coming from the Am I the Asshole thread on Reddit. All right. So this has been, I'm sorry. So the title to this is, Am I the Asshole for Pushing for an Abortion After a Non-Consensual Encounter? Okay. Now this is coming from
I'm going to tell you off the top. I plead the fifth. I ain't got nothing.
Listen, this is coming from the perspective of a man. Okay. So this has been the single most bizarre experience of my life. I, 29 male, have been hosting dinner parties as a weekly thing for some time. And one of the regular attendees invited a girl, 32 female, that they knew that I liked. To be clear, I had been hoping for something to happen with this person. So when she was the last one in my apartment after the night had wound down and everyone else left, I didn't think anything of it. The thing is, I don't drink hardly ever, save for culinary stuff. And for some stupid reason, I consumed 2 bottles of wine that night. I felt absolutely useless and that I needed to get to bed and go into a coma. So I told her she was more than welcome to stay over. I woke up the next morning alone, everyone gone, and life continued as usual. Until I got a phone call 4 weeks later. She's pregnant, apparently by me, and basically tries to pass it off like, oh yeah, don't you remember we totally had sex that night? And I was just completely flabbergasted. I know for 1,000% certain I was not conscious if this happened, and the part that fucks with me the most is that I wanted it, just not like this, I guess. Someone had sex with my body and stole my DNA. I don't particularly feel like a rape victim, but now...
Wait, somebody had stole his body?
I'm
What?
ready to say fucking pause.
No.
I want to play.
So what he's saying is this woman called him and telling him that she's pregnant by him and that they had sex that night, apparently, that he was passed out drunk and he don't remember anything. And now she's saying she's pregnant. So he's saying, I don't particularly feel like a rape victim, but now I'm being treated like a monster for saying that an abortion is absolutely the proper and moral thing to do here for all parties involved. I've not yet leveled the accusation of non-consent to her at this time, but she seems completely undaunted by the prospect of a paternity test. Again, I liked her at first, and I'm not trying to come across as the victim, but what the fuck do I do? And am I the asshole?
This is kind of hard.
I'm going to say out of this one.
Okay, so
Oh no.
here's the thing. When you're under the influence, legally you cannot consent.
This is true.
Okay? So if this was vice versa, and this woman came to him and said, I'm pregnant, but I don't remember having sex with you, what the fuck is going on? He would be looked at like he took advantage of her. So because he's a man, it should not be looked at any differently. Now, I'm not saying press charges and all that stuff like that, but at the end of the day, he did not consent to having sex with you. And not only did he not consent to having sex with you, but he didn't consent to having unprotected sex with you.
Right.
You were aware that he was under the influence. He was drunk. He was passed out. He does not remember having sex with you. So that looks really bad on your behalf. I am pro-choice. I'm sorry if anybody got a problem with it. Oh, the fuck well. And I feel like you should be able to do what you want to do with your body. On the other hand, if you choose to keep this child and this man chooses not to necessarily accept responsibility, I don't think that's what he's saying, but he's telling you, yeah, I think because of the circumstances, you should get an abortion. Then I don't know. That's a rocky road. It's a rocky road. I'm not saying that he's not saying that he's not going to take care of the child. That's not what he's saying. But he's saying the circumstances in which this child was created don't look well. Like, yeah, I wanted to get some pussy, but not under these circumstances, sis. And basically, I don't even remember getting the pussy because I was drunk as fuck. I don't know if you were drunk enough, but if it was vice versa, I would be in a bunch of fucking trouble because I had sex with you and you didn't consent. And what if it was the other way around? Oh, I want to have an abortion, or oh my God, I'm pregnant. How the fuck did I get pregnant? I don't remember having sex with you. So on this hand, people need to realize, stop with this fucking double standard and shit. Men can be victims too. And sir, I think you probably should, get some legal advice and figure out what your options may be. I'm not saying send the bitch to jail or nothing. I'm not saying that. But if you feel that's the best thing, well, hey, maybe she wasn't, trying to take advantage of you. Maybe she thought, in your drunken state, she drunk, you drunk, I'm drunk. Hey, let's do it. Or maybe she thought because you told her to stay over.
Yeah.
Jesus, why? Yo, I'm sorry. I'm not making light of the situation, but the picture Brandon just showed me just fucked me up a little bit. I'm sorry.
You know who that is, right?
I'm sorry.
I grew here.
Jesus. I didn't even see her face.
Oh, that's why I made it so funny like this, Lord Jesus.
Not bitch. Why'd you got my heels on? Oh my God.
Fuck me gold.
Oh my God.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Child.
Yo.
I'm sorry. Proceed, Shauna.
But no, I'm just saying, yeah, this is a tough one.
You can't consent to sex.
You can't. When you under the influence, you can't consent. You can't.
But in that case, would it become and I'm not advocating for that. Yeah. But in this case, would it become a case of he said, she said? Because there's no proof. There was nothing found.
It was just them there. And the fact that he told her, oh, you can stay over. Maybe she took that shit as I know you've been wanting some pussy. I'm going to stay over. All right, so nigga. I'm going to stand over this
I'm
dick.
About to dive in.
But that's why consent is important. It is. Just because somebody's flirting with you, just because somebody, if they don't right out say, hey, I want to fuck you, or whatever, it's honestly not consent. It's not. Oh. It's not. And they can anytime, even if you mid fucking and they tell you to stop and you don't stop. Consent ends when you say stop. So I don't know. This is a fucked up situation for real.
Prepare to when I reach out to a lawyer to ask what my options are here,
I would. I'm gonna keep it funky with you.
Because this is something that can turn into a slippery slope.
It can.
And all you need is for her to say, "You raped me." Mm-hmm. If the situation doesn't pan out the way she wants it to, or maybe it won't. Maybe she's not that type of person. But if a person who is vindictive enough could potentially be like, "You don't want me. You don't want this baby. I'm gonna tell you, right? You raped me."
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be your word against hers.
Exactly.
Because you can't recall what happened.
Right.
And yeah, this is slippery as slope. Yeah, I need a drink after that one.
That was a heavy one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slippery.
I would go to a lawyer and ask for a consultation to ask them what your options are, and be upfront and say, "Look, I was out of it, or I was drunk. We had drank. I don't remember anything.
I do not remember having sex with this."
But ask her, like, is there potential for like irreparable harm for me? Could I end up in jail because of this?
Yeah.
What about my paternity rights? Like,
Right.
Yeah, you got.
And who's to say you actually are the daddy? Let's keep it real funky.
Because she could have been pregnant.
She could have already been pregnant. You need to find out how far along she is.
She could have been like.
You need to get a DNA test. All of that stuff. So I mean.
That's true.
Your first thing being get an abortion. I understand what your train of thought is because the shit took you by surprise. Because again, you don't remember consenting to sex with her, much less unprotected sex. So, yeah, that one was slippery. It's a little rough there, buddy. I wish you the best though, because that was a lot.
All seriousness, good luck. I hope that pans out because man, if that.
Yeah, that. Ooh.
Yeah. Wow.
And you know what's crazy? One of the first comments in the comment section is, "You definitely need to discuss this with a lawyer." And he said, "I have a meeting with mine tomorrow."
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because you want to make sure you can not anticipate whatever action, but be able to not. Yeah. Because if she turns this around, and hopefully he was smart enough to so did it say in the original when you read the post that she called him or texted him or like what the method of communication is?
It says, give me 1 second. I'll tell you exactly what it says. It says, I got a phone call 4 weeks later. She's pregnant, apparently mine, and basically tries to pass it off like, oh yeah, don't you remember we totally had sex that night? So to me, yeah, she knows that he doesn't fucking remember. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. That sounds like rape.
That's what it sounds like to me. Don't you remember?
Men can be sexually assaulted.
They can. Men can be sexually assaulted by women. I wish y'all would realize that.
Big facts.
I was just watching last night. Out of board. I was sitting up looking for shit to watch on TV. Couldn't find nothing I really wanted to watch, and I was looking at videos from I think it was like not court cam, but like it was police camera footage from arrests and stuff, traffic stops and shit like that. And on one of them, the lady was drunk or something in a hotel, and she kept trying to kiss on the motel clerk. Or whatever. And a lot of people in the comment was saying, like, if that was the other way around, regardless of how under the influence or whatever else that he was, and he was trying to do something to her, or the clerk was a man and it was, was a woman and the man customer was trying to do that, it would have been considered sexual assault. They didn't charge her with sexual assault. They charged her with, like, simple assault and something else. You kept trying to physically touch this man and hug on him and kiss on him and all that stuff, and he kept telling you to stop. Why is that not sexual assault? Why are men looked at as weak or as if shit like that can't happen to them? And that's why a lot of them, you'd be surprised why so many men don't come forward. They don't come forward because they're afraid of being looked at crazy. Or, man, you should have just took the pussy. Or, man, this is, that's not right. It's not right. That's why so many men think it's a rite of passage when they 13, 14, 15 having sex with older women. You know what I'm saying?
That's called rape.
It is. Definitely. Because you were 14 and your uncle set it up for some little hoe, some little 20, 21, 22-year-old hoe to come fucking suck you. It's still fucking rape. There's a particular rapper whose name I won't say on this podcast because I think that bitch like to sue people. Who did that shit? He paid a fucking stripper who was in her 20s to perform fellatio on his like 13-year-old son,
allegedly,
14-year-old nephew,
allegedly.
And yeah, I had to sprinkle that in. Sorry. Allegedly. And even though I ain't say your name, so whatever. But allegedly. And people were like, oh, that's a rite of passage for a boy. No, the fuck is not. And that's why so many of y'all have issues with sex. So many of y'all don't know how to please women. So many of y'all don't know how to treat women because of things like this were done to y'all in the past. It's no different than when a woman is touched or molested or something and she takes a lot of this shit into her adult years because she never got help for it. She never realized how wrong it was and all of this stuff like that. The shit is not cool. Nope. It's not.
Not at all.
It's not. So, yeah, sir, consult with a lawyer because if she would do something like that, it's no telling what else she might do.
And I would ask
good luck. And ask for a paternal DNA test.
I would do both at the same time.
A prenatal DNA test.
Start trying to transfer your communications to text.
I agree.
Or email, something that can be printed out and verified.
I agree.
Because
it'll be your word against hers.
See, look. One thing I've learned working professionally, and this actually expands to all facets of life, cover your ass.
CYA.
Always cover your ass.
When I first started working at my job all them years ago, one of the people who trained me, who's still one of my best friends to this day, that's the first thing she taught me. I was young, 20, pregnant, fresh into like a permanent job, and that's the first thing that she taught me. CYA. She said, if you talk to somebody on the phone, send a follow-up email.
Cover your ass.
Per our conversation. She said, because these bitches who try to say, oh, that's not what I said. Yes, the fuck you did, bitch. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
They'll throw you under the bus quick, especially the higher up,
Facts.
Yeah, so yeah, cover your ass when it comes to these folks. But sir, you definitely need to cover your ass because
this potentially could go down a real negative path for you for a night that you don't remember happening and can't verify if you actually did or didn't do something. And it's your word against hers. And if a baby results from that,
you
can't see, but I'm like waving my hands like, what? Yeah, that's heavy. It's been a little heavy lately. What's next, Sean? Are we done?
No, I got probably one or two more for y'all. Of course, after that, I've got to go back to some fuckery. Because I figured that one would be heavy. So we gonna end this with some fuckery. It slide on back over to these heifers. Chow. Yeah, that was a lot. Okay. I had my kids for the weekend. I asked my girlfriend to babysit for a few hours while I went out and did my thing. It was her birthday weekend. I didn't have any money to spend on her or feed the kids, so I went to another female's house and I accidentally overslept. My girlfriend left my kids in the car while she went inside the casino and gambled. She was arrested. My kids were put in temporary DCFS custody. My baby mama was furious and threatened to prevent me from ever seeing my kids again. Meanwhile, my girl is waiting on me to bail her out. I told her that I'm trying to raise the money to bail her out, but I'm not. I wanted her to stay in jail while I chill in her spot. I sleep better when she's not around. My female friend comes over to cook. Life is good. I'm thinking of contacting the arresting officer to tell him about other crimes she's done to keep her in jail longer. I feel this is my one shot to have this crib and build myself up to attract a better kind of woman. So should I tell the cops about my girl's other scams and the stolen items she has in this house? I'm not a bad guy. I'm just a broke guy trying to come up. Advice.
Nigga.
Bitch, you ain't gonna get nothing. If she's scamming and got locked up for it and you tell the police that you're fucking an accomplice.
Pretty much, because you know about it and you ain't report it.
Your broke ass gonna be in jail. You're gonna be broke and then locked the fuck up, stupidity.
With your dumb ass. Ain't nothing I can't stand worse than a broke ass, bum ass nigga. How dare you, bitch? Y'all love living off of fucking women. You wasn't worried about her scamming and all that fucking shit when you was laid up with her. You weren't worried about none of that. But then you gonna leave your fucking children with her.
When you in it just for a come up.
Child. You gonna leave your fucking kids with her on her birthday weekend because you couldn't afford to fucking get her nothing. Which, first of all, she takes some blame for that because, bitch, you wouldn't have left that house with your fucking children there. Take them the fuck with you. I don't care where you're going. First of all. Second of all, as a woman, she was wrong for leaving them kids in the car. Yes, she was. She should have contacted their mama and took them back to their fucking mama or figured out where the fuck you were.
Factual.
Or I would have dropped them off at the fucking firehouse. I don't give a damn if they are 17. Drop them fucking kids off at the firehouse. And find some way to contact their damn daddy because he left them here with me and they not my fucking responsibility. I'm not gonna spend my birthday weekend in here raising somebody else's fucking kids. So it's blame to go all the way.
And
the
that
fuck
definitely
around.
made you a fuck nigga for that dumbass bullshit.
Definitely, but she probably knew he was a fuck nigga.
She did.
So there's blame to be had around. I feel like your name is probably like Charles or something. So fuck you, Charles. You just give off Charles vibe, like
Charles vibes.
Yeah, vibes like Charles or Timothy or
a Josh.
Something. Or some shit that your mother put up like DeQuantavius or some shit. Like, Devontae, you just give a fuck ass nigga vibe.
Xylophone.
Sorry. Now, she was wrong for leaving them kids in the car. She very well was. But you were dead wrong for leaving them kids with her during her birthday and going to lay up with another bitch. And now you think you supposed to lay up in her fucking apartment with your broke ass. How long you gonna stay there, nigga? You ain't gonna be able to stay there but so long if you broke and can't pay the fucking bills. And then you got another bitch coming over to her house, which she a fuck ass bitch too, because I'm pretty sure the house looks like a woman lives in it. And
when you in it for scamming it, and if you get out of it, I don't know why you shy.
It's the fucking audacity for me, my nigga. Cause what are we doing here?
Fuckery. Fuckery. Fuckery.
That's exactly what it is, B. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. In my life. It's crazy. Yeah. Boy, fuck you.
I just got quiet because the mimosas finally won.
Oh, they did?
They won.
Yeah.
Mimosas won, Ab 0.
I mean, if I don't finish it, they definitely get it one. If I finish it, we neck and neck. They finally won.
Baby.
Because the only thing that's on my mind is asses wiggling.
Our ass is wiggling.
Turn that ass over, let that coochie breathe.
Shake that ass, bitch.
Hands on your knees.
Hands on your knees.
And with that being said, Ebo, thank you for coming back and
we appreciate you.
Drinking the whole carafe of mimosas with us.
Hey! That was not a singletary. That was not a singletary event. That was a group, a community.
I literally
action.
said drinking it with us.
Oh, never. I apologize.
Look at you.
Yeah,
He apologized.
God damn.
I don't drink often, so look, last me a little.
I don't drink often either. That's why I cut myself up from mimosas like maybe 45 minutes ago.
You can edit that part out.
Right. Anything
but
going?
It's the same. It's the same German.
Germain.
Oh,
that stuff.
Yeah,
it's
Germain.
I love saying Germain.
It's not Mane. It's Maine.
Saint
Germain.
Saint Germain. Yeah.
Saint Germain. Sounds fancy.
It says fancy. It sounds bourgeois.
Sounds bourgeois.
So, with that being said, Shauna, you have anything else to say before we wrap?
Thank y'all for coming out. Good night.
Only in America.
If you have any questions for us, feel free to shoot them to our email at askwandapod@gmail.com. That's ASKWANDAPOD@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at WandaPod_, and on Facebook and YouTube at Wand and Audacity, the podcast.
Yes.
Shauna found something because she didn't jump back in the chair. But
I'm Lenny Kravitz, child. That man don't have that business looking at goddamn.
He don't at his
almost
age.
60. Good
I
God.
thought he was over 60 at this point.
Listen,
I think he might be. Good God, have mercy. Jesus.
Let me just
He's also like 5'5", 5'6".
That's fine. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at
the
him.
little man got a big complex, but
I told you I'm probably missing out on my future husband because I probably don't
small.
see him.
Coming to your titties.
He probably do. I probably don't see him.
Twitters!
But before we close
probably
out,
look like Kevin
shameless plug again.
Go ahead.
My name
Plug
is
your stuff.
EBONIX. My name is Ebony. I am the niece. In all facets of the word, I'm the niece friend, the niece sister, the nister.
The Nista.
Yes, I am the nister. I am the niece sister. There we go. I am the nister to the brunkle.
The cease?
And the sister aunt. The saunt. The saunt. But my name is EBONIX, and you can find me on all social media platforms, minus Facebook at EBONIX, MUZIK_. Please tap in with me. I would like to thank Brandon and Shauna and our brother Aaron in his absence for having me on their podcast.
We got a baby.
Again for another week because we got a baby. But I appreciate the love and vibes coming through, the good times, and the multitude of drinks and things that they taught me about alcohol since I've been here. And yes, but definitely tap in with Wine and Audacity. Tap in. I thank y'all for having me. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And
You're welcome.
You're welcome back anytime,
one of you niggas
honey.
is next. Somebody.
With that being said, we thank y'all for listening. We love y'all, and we'll be back next week, first week of May, with an all new episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Titties.